Hello.
Hello there. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I got a decent amount of sleep last night, so I'm not tired at all. Get out for the stream.
Were were the children good today?
I had a nice, easy day. I only had one assignment.
Oh yeah. So what was that?
I had to go help a fifth grade class. All I had to do was give them a science test today.
Oh wow. Well, that's a great Friday.
It was very good. That hang on back was awfully loud today. How are you?
Not too shabby. Uh, on Wednesday, I got interviewed by the local newspaper, which was pretty cool for the hobby.
Cool.
And then I got to see Spider-Man again. And
Nice.
this time without ignorant people making a lot of noise. And I enjoyed it a lot more.
I'm sure you did.
I can't believe how much I missed.
It's amazing how much one person can throw you off.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then I played the Dinosaur Game with my sister all night.
About darn time you got to play that.
I know, and I won.
Woohoo!
But it was close. And we changed a couple of rules to make it better.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you did.
I know it's terrible that we do that, but there's these things called day breakers. And the original game came with 21 game breakers, and there's 6 rounds. So you only can go through 6 of the cards. Well, the expansion came with 50 more game breakers.
Oh.
So there's like 70 some or 80 some cards, So what we decided to do is or it's not game breakers, it's called breaking news. It's like a hurricane comes and things.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we do is every round we do it instead of every turn. Because there's like 6 turns, but in every turn there's 6 rounds. Or 5 rounds.
Okay.
So it kind of made the game last longer, but it also made crazier things happen.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you finally got to play it.
I know. It was really fun.
It's just been sitting there. You've been able to play.
Yeah,
it's never fun.
And I think we're going to play again on Sunday because they're going to come over to my house. And then at 8:30, the Chiefs play football. And so we're going to eat and watch the Chiefs.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have nothing planned for this weekend at all. Actually, no. I have to edit videos. That's what I have to do this weekend.
Come on by.
If it was closer, I would.
Do you know much about football?
I know there's downs.
Yes, there's 4 downs.
I know when someone runs the ball in, it's a touchdown.
Yes.
When they kick it, it's a punt. And then there's the blitz thing that I always used to do in the football games.
To sack the quarterback.
It was the only option they'd give you when you were right at the touchdown line.
Okay. Well, you kick the ball though for 2 other reasons.
To kick off.
Yes.
I don't know what the third reason is.
Extra points and field goals.
Yeah.
Kick it through the uprights.
Yeah, I don't know how much the points are. So yeah, my football knowledge is minimal.
That's all right.
I record the Super Bowl and watch the commercials.
Oh wow, I'm impressed. I've been recording the Super Bowl since 1985. Though I just threw out when I moved to Tennessee, I was like, why do I have all these VHS tapes and I don't even have a VCR to watch them?
Yeah, so it was like -7.
I threw away the Bears New England game and everything up until everything. I just threw them all out.
Oh.
Now I just recorded on the TiVo.
ESPN is 54. Oh, sorry, we do have an ESPN here in Connecticut, don't we?
Yes, ESPN is everywhere. It's a TV channel.
Well, I think one of the headquarters is here.
Is Bristol there or Massachusetts?
Bristol's here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize.
We have WWE has a headquarters here as well. But I'm gonna go up as far as I can in the chat and say hellos. So here we go. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Eduardo. Hello, Skippers, Pridemore, Fish Central, Mystery Snails, Stephen P, Miss Dee Dee, Scroll. Mike, hello. Lumpy Dog, glad to have you. Let's see. Jimmy P, hope you're doing well. Liquid Zoo, Shell, Fish Kid, Scott, TJ. I've seen you in all the comments lately. Glad you could make a live stream there, TJ.
Awesome.
Only Oscars. Zen Ginger. Well, hello, stranger.
Zen.
Fish Central Tanked Aquatics, another fellow Connecticuter. We need a name that's not Connecticuter because I don't know if we have one. Nutmeggers, maybe,
about-
since we're the nutmeg state.
That's pretty terrible. How about the Connecticuters?
It's a good question. Select, but I don't know. I swear it's because YouTube is broken. Joseph Stanley, what's going on?
You guys could be the cons.
We could. So we're the nutmeg state and the Constitution state. And Tank said nutmeggers. I have a, I'm just gonna Google it right now. What are people from Connecticut called? Watch it just say Yankees. Hey Ray.
Rich people.
Yeah, I wish. Nutmeggers. That is the official state nickname as of 1958.
What's Tennessee? The Volunteers? I bet you we're the Volunteers. Missouri was the show me state, but I don't know.
You're called Tennesseans.
Oh.
You don't get a cool nickname, apparently.
Well, they're always talking about we're the volunteer state.
Okay.
So, and they named our whoa, you just disappeared.
I'm still here. Don't worry.
Are you actually a human being?
No, I'm a robot.
Oh my god. You just bam.
Ray, what's going on? And Ricky DeHoyles, how's it going? You didn't miss nothing.
Is it Ray from Ray's Aquatics, Robert?
It is Ray from Ray's Aquatics.
Awesome. So do you want to see? I painted my fish last night for my project.
Yes, I would love to see.
Okay, do you want to see probably my favorite to the worst?
Sure.
Okay, this is, I think, my favorite.
Ooh, that looks very cool.
You know, it's supposed to look Caribbean.
I was going to go island-ish. How'd you get the burlap to finally stick?
Oh, I used hot glue guns.
Oh, okay.
It worked great. I don't think it's going to get that hot. Oh, whoops. You don't see that side.
That one's interesting.
Thank you. And then this one, I need to, maybe I'll work on it in here in a minute, but I need to make the orange a little brighter.
Okay, yeah.
Diamonds. And then,
collaborations. Hello.
This is
Monster
the one
Fish Gals going
like
on.
the least.
I probably like that one the least too.
Yeah, I don't like the tail.
You'll figure it out.
I was gonna do this lacy pattern for the whole fish, and I hated it, so I gave up and started going to dots. I seem to really like the dots a lot better than lace.
You're good there, TN Aqua. Do your water changes, lurk away.
TN Aqua is super cool, Robert. I want to hang out with Robert. I wonder if he'd want to go see.
That would be cool.
Well, I'm not going to go out next week because they're going to come and take pictures in the fish room. So I need to spend all my waking hours.
So what was his article? I know it's for the local newspaper. Why did they decide to come out and interview you?
Well, it's the big paper for the Tennessee or for all of Chattanooga.
Oh,
It was they because I was like surprised that we're going to even send a guy out to my house 45 minutes from downtown. But yeah, they were like the whole area. So they went to Aquatic Aesthetics, you know, my local fish store, and they interviewed him and they asked him to have one of his the bigger hobbyists come and interview them. And they said that they wanted to go to that person's house and take photos of their tanks.
Wow.
And so that was me. Rob picked me. I thought that was pretty nice.
Well, you are also always plugging his store on your streams, so
yeah.
I just threw their YouTube channel in the chat for you too, in case people aren't subbed to them yet. Go sub over there too. Let's see. Hello, Levi.
Hi, Levi.
And Fish Central, I agree that. I mean, it used to be 1,000 subs for the community button, right, Ed, on YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. I've never used it before.
And then I think they lowered it to 500 because people complained, and I kind of wish they would just give it to you when you make your channel. Like, I don't think that should be behind a wall of any kind.
I don't honestly know what a community channel is.
It's basically like, your Facebook wall where you can post things to people. So it's like, if we aren't streaming, I can post a little thing on there that says, hey, no stream today, versus having to upload a short saying, hey, no stream today.
Where do I go to find these community channels?
So if you just go to your YouTube page, it should show up. Like, if you just go to your channel, it'll be like community tab, and then you could post things on there.
Community tab. Okay, let's see. I did already like this, so I can leave the chat. Oh, I left all of YouTube.
But you can do polls and stuff on there, too. I saw John and Lisa do their polls every week for the streams.
Oh, I would like to do a poll. I think polls would be awesome.
So you know that button you click when you go to upload a video?
Yes.
If you click that, there's going to be an option that says create post. And that's how you can make a post to your community page.
Okay.
What's
wait,
going on?
Is it to... I went to YouTube Studios.
You can do it through there, too. Yep.
I don't see it.
So you see the create button at the top of the page, or the little pencil?
No.
How
about I'll go to my normal page.
Someone had, where is it? Oh, TJ, the Amunas are doing wonderful. I have seen no aggression thus far. We're a week in now, so I'm happy. Well, 6 days in, but tomorrow's a week, so let's cut corners here.
Maybe I need to upload it or something, because I don't see it. Oh, there's something that's called, there's home, video, playlists, and community.
If you click community, it'll be your community tab. And there should be like a little thing that lets you make posts and stuff there.
Oh, I see it.
Also, while we're on the subject community, if you're a member of the channel, you can go vote on the order of this upcoming week's videos.
It's like, I've never seen this page before.
Baron, what's going on?
Is it pretty new?
It's been around for a while now. I mean, I've only seen people really utilize it a little bit. Like, that's what Lisa does all the polls for KG Tropicals, weekly polls and stuff.
I mean, like, if you think KG Tropics are cool, you probably won't think I am, but still so.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know that they should keep it behind a 500 sub wall, just because 500 is kind of like, once you get over that hump, you just kind of slowly start getting people that trickle in. But I don't know if it should be behind the 500 wall. I think it should just be, once you have a channel and start uploading and they know you're not a bot, you should probably have the option to at least apply for it. This jacket seems awfully large today.
Maybe you've lost weight. Congratulations.
It's possible I have. I've been trying to anyway. Also, Vanoski, hello. If I did not say hello to you.
Vanoski.
So has Nico been liking the bed up top now?
No.
Oh.
He is in the shelves across from me over there.
So if you move the helmet, he'll probably be back over there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just annoying. But that's what cats do.
Yeah. Audra, what's going on? It is Friday.
Is Patty here?
I do not see. Patty has been MIA for a little bit.
Oh, she said she was going to
Mike, I have all of next week's videos edited, ready to go. They just need to be uploaded and scheduled. I am a week ahead of schedule. So I have all of next week's videos done, and I have all of the following week's videos done. So if I can keep this up for the rest of the year, this is going to be no problemo getting 365 videos.
Well, that's just great. That's awesome. I haven't had a problem putting up a short yet. I'm getting really quick with them. I can make a short like in 10 seconds now. I'm super
Ricky
the hardest part is finding music.
Yeah. Ricky wants to know if Nico still runs across your desk randomly.
Oh my gosh! Last night he was making me so mad. with all this wet paint. I have these fish all over the place, wet, plus my little art palette. And he just kept jumping up here and walking through. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
seriously? Why would you do that? And Baby Cat jumped up here once too. And then she looked up at this to say, can I get there from here? And she like did the math, and then she just jumped on the floor and gave up.
That's probably for the best.
I need to make her like a little ramp or something for her to walk up to it.
Okay.
She's
And
not a jumper.
Baron says that Dimer Helmet looks freaking amazing, and I agree.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to put a push pop up here so it shoots a little bit of extra light down on it so people can see it.
That's cool.
And yeah, I've got the skull in there, but I don't have the lights hooked up yet.
I can kind of see it.
Cool.
Hello, Ben Backstrom and Big Tank Hank. What's going on?
Big Tank Hank. And Ben. Backstrom. But yep.
So that is super cool that Rob decided to pick you as his big hobbyist to do a thingy.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And I've been wanting to make the fish room look super nice anyway. I got so many plants that need to be pulled out of tanks because the tanks are so filled with plants. I've been meaning to do it anyway. So
Good Luck Collaborations is taking their driving tests later.
Oh wow.
So good luck to you.
That's awesome.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Last night on Rico's stream, I accidentally said something, I guess, that caused a lot of people to argue, and I had no idea. My niece got pulled over for the first time. She's 17, and she's been trying to hold off on getting her license renewed, her license plate, because they're dropping the emissions tests after this Friday.
Okay.
And but her license ran out last week. But she got a warning, said she needs to get her license fixed in 2 days, which means Friday, which means she has to have emissions to get her. So I told her, just drive to other cars. Got other cars in that family. But I guess her big sister's car's broken, and so it's going to throw a wrench into things.
Levi, because I use OBS for fancy stuff, so I can just hide my camera and come back. Also, hello, Jenna P. I hope you had a interesting, better week at school, maybe?
I dreamt about her husband last night. Stephen P.
Okay. Do you care to elaborate?
Yeah, I dreamt that I was on some stupid game show. Okay. And he was the contestant against me. And my celebrity that I got, we were supposed to make things with sand. With those bottles that you have that are filled with sand and you pour them in water.
Oh, no. Okay.
For shapes.
Uh-huh.
Well, she was such a moron. She's supposed to make a fried egg, and she's just doing this. Oh, I didn't tell you who I had. I had Christy Alley. And I'm like, I got Christy Alley and she was like, and I was like, it was supposed to be a fried egg. And I was like, I'm going to lose to Stephen P because I got a moron celebrity.
Who was Steven's celebrity?
I don't know. I was just so mad at Christy Alley. I never even paid attention to what Steven was doing.
I bet Steven's partner was the guy that yells, "That's not Spider-Man."
Oh, no, that guy's not a celebrity. He probably got somebody cool. He probably got somebody that's artistic also. Who's the gal that went to jail for lying to the IRS or lying to somebody? Oh, man. I bet you she'd be great at this stuff.
I do not know.
She's a homemaker.
Oh, Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I bet you he'd get Martha Stewart. Because I bet she could make anything out of sand.
She can make anything out of anything.
See? It's so weird. You keep disappearing.
I know, right? I don't have to turn my camera off on OBS or on things. I can just go poof.
We won't know if you're going to the bathroom or not.
I mean, you'd hear it.
Oh, what? You slamming the door shut?
I mean, I don't have the mic muted, so. But yeah,
Well,
I'm happy with how the new fishies are doing. I still have 3 Mbunas or 4 that I haven't been able to move over yet. 1, because I haven't been able to catch them, and 2, because they're a little too big. So most of the other ones are about 2 3/4 of an inch, and then I have one that's about 1.5 inches. But I got a 4-inch yellow lab and a 4-inch Mangano, and I feel like if I throw them in there with the smaller guys, they're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep them isolated for a little while these ones get bigger, and then I will do some re-editing of them into the tank.
Cool.
Alishon, what's going on?
Hey there. But that's cool.
Yeah, 3G, you're here too. Hello.
Holy cow, you're getting all the cool people.
All the cool people are popping in. Zen is still here too.
Oh my gosh.
Quick, do something interesting so she doesn't leave.
Oh
wait, she hasn't seen Santa Claus dab yet. Zen, I'm gonna play you Santa Claus dabbing. You ready, Zen? This is what I played when Santa Claus came on the stream. There you go, Zen. You got to see Santa Claus.
I bet she loved it.
I hope she did. Zen hasn't been here in a while. She didn't get to see the cool layout until today.
Oh my gosh. Poor Zen.
Kelly Farman's getting ready for vacation, so you're lurking. That is perfectly okay, Kelly.
Where's Kelly going?
Good question, Kelly. Where are you going? Give us the GPS coordinates.
Do you need extra people to go with you? If it's hot and tropical, I might go.
Steven, my allergies have been killing me today as well, but I have no actual legit ones, so I'm gonna assume I'm A-okay.
My passport is updated and everything.
Oh, she's going to an island in the Bahamas, Ed.
Oh, she's going to that pig island. Well, tell me if you see don't, and the pigs will bite, so don't go petting them. I've seen plenty of those swimming pigs bite people. But if I was a shark, man, I'd hang out at that island all the time. But see if you see any cool Caribbean art. And then tell them that you know a guy that does Caribbean art. Once.
Speaking of sharks, apparently they're trying a new early detection system for sharks over in California. So they've set up 2 buoys that will ping the tags on great white sharks, so that if they get within 300 yards of the shoreline, they'll send a notification to the lifeguards, and the lifeguards can, warn people.
How many people do you think have been killed by great white sharks?
Not as many as people think with how the news portrays them.
Yeah, more people die from vending machines every year.
And rhinoceroses, or rhinoceri.
Which is amazing since they're almost extinct.
Or no, it's hippos.
Yes, that's hippos.
Yeah, it's hippos. It's hippos.
I'm sure.
Also,
hippos are the most dangerous animal in, or the biggest killer, I think, in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe we should just leave them alone.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, I don't know. I think great whites are pretty cool. They found out that they breed in Malibu.
Oh.
Yeah, Malibu, the swimming areas in Malibu have been their breeding grounds, but they don't seem to eat the people. They just lay their eggs there, and the babies grow up and swim away.
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. But it's kind of scary when I think about that's where I used to swim when I went to California. But yeah, I think one person dies from a shark and 1.5 people die from vending machines every year.
Is it that the vending machines fall on them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're shaking them and they pull them over and they fall and kill them.
Well, that makes a little more sense then. I'm trying to think how a vending machine could hurt someone, and then I'm figuring it just fell on them.
I remember those were like, and you know what? That was from 10 years ago. So I have no idea what the stats are anymore. But it was stupid OSHA rules and stuff. And we'd have to take the same class every year at the factory. And they'd always tell us the same stats. So for all I know, that may have been from 30 years ago. Because I worked there for 20, hearing the same story every
vending machines kill 4 times as many people as sharks per year.
Well, maybe there's more vending machines now, so more people are pulling them down.
Let's see.
It's funny. I think it's hilarious that vending machines kill people more than sharks.
So let's see. In 2019, there were 41 shark attacks in the U.S., and all 41 were non-fatal.
Yeah, so those people all just got awesome, like, scars that
vending machines cause an average of 4 U.S. deaths per year.
So that's up from like 30 years ago when I first started working. But I bet you it's because there's more vending machines and more hungry people.
So let's see. For the last 10 years, so this is 2010 to 2019, there were 460 shark attacks, and only 6 were fatalities.
But yet they'll spend millions of dollars to make sure that they can track them so nobody gets bit or killed. Oh, well.
There's your random fact for the day, everybody. You're welcome. Now, if you're ever on Jeopardy and if the question is how many more times does a vending machine kill people than a shark, you know the answer is 4.
Yep. But I never went back on going back to that whole thing where I caused everybody to start fighting, I guess.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
I never went back and watched it, so I have no idea what they were arguing about or anything.
Blake, what is going on? Happy you could be here in the wee hours of your morning.
Blake is
you're
amazing.
Having a good one. I miss your monthly normal US hour streams, Blake. You should bring those back.
Blake has the best hair in the Southern Hemisphere.
I would go out on a limb and say Blake has some of the best hair out of all the fish tubers.
Yeah, Furlow, though, is right up there. He's got some pretty cool hair. And then
it is bull sharks most likely.
And if you're really into Jesus, then maybe LRB. Just saying. It's terrible. When you start to lose your hair, you say, oh, he's got much better hair. I wish I had his hair. I wish I had his hair. I wish I had his hair.
I remember the stats used to be the bull shark was number 1, tiger shark was number 2, and then great white was the 3rd. But the numbers between the bull shark and the great white were large. It was crazy.
Well, bull sharks go up in fresh water.
That too, yeah. They're also way more aggressive in nature than the other ones. But I just remember those were the top 3 a while ago. But those stats could have changed too. Also, hello, Patty. We're finally here. You got summoned by Ed. Asking where you were.
Hi, Patty. Oh, and Brian from Motor City Aquatic.
Hello.
The greatest shrimper from the great city of Detroit.
I hope you are both doing well this Friday afternoon.
And he and Papa Shrimp are going to be interviewing LRB. I thought he sent me a thing saying that they interviewed him on Wednesday because I missed everything on Wednesday because I was watching Spider-Man and playing the games with the kids. And I'm pretty sure it's at 4 or 5 tomorrow in the afternoon. Hopefully LRB will be awake.
No, hopefully.
He's
no problem there, Patty. You're allowed to be late.
Just having Patty here at any point is a blessing. Lumpy Dog is in the house too.
Hello, Lumpy Dog.
I believe Red Tail Sharks has it just moved.
Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, Motor City is saying.
Oh, sweet.
Glitch, what's going on? And Timbo taking it easy. Hello, hello.
There was something about red tail sharks, but the
Lumpy Duck said, I believe that red-tailed sharks have surpassed all three in terms of, shark attacks. Let's just
see what the average red tail. Now, does red tails also are rainbow sharks included with red tails? I'm just wondering. Are you looking up red tail death rates?
I looked this up, but I think I have to reword it because any bite, it's a top 10. Let's try doing it this way instead.
Lefty, how big do you think those red tail
Skipper,
sharks
what's
get?
going on? They're like the ones we have in our tanks.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant.
I thought that's what them, and I was like, oh.
I thought you were actually trying to look it up.
No, I'm trying to word it because I did the most deadly sharks, but then any bite from a great white's going to be fatal usually, so that's going to automatically put them at the top of the list. So I'm trying to find one that's like not based on kills. I do most aggressive. Top 10 most aggressive sharks. Maybe that'll help.
I think sharks are pretty cool.
I think sharks are awesome. I wouldn't mind going diving with them, like cage diving though.
Oh my gosh, I saw an awesome one where the shark jumped into the cage and then they saw all this blood coming out of the cage and they're all freaking out, and then the shark wiggles up through the hole of the cage and jumps out, but it was the shark that cut its tail or its fin, I think, and the person was not the one bleeding.
See, like I want to believe these lists, but at the same time I don't want to believe these lists because last I knew great whites weren't as aggressive as bull sharks.
Well, maybe this is just opinions.
I mean, this is multiple websites at this point. But I'm trying to find one
on there.
It's not going to be on the list, Ed.
I got a megalodon in the game yesterday. I was so excited.
Ooh, let's see about this one.
But megalodons, man, they're hard to keep alive. You got to feed them 3 goats per turn or per round.
Oh my!
I was really trying to find a goat farm to buy for my, because you get to build like different facilities in the game, and a goat farm gives you 2 free goats per turn. So it would have made it a lot cheaper to have a megalodon if I was getting some free goats, but I could never find one.
Yeah, no, everything seems to be saying the great white, which is, oh well.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, I had that top 7 one pulled up, and it still has great whites at number. Like, when I remember watching the list, it was great whites. Like, this list is like got the gray white and the bull shark switched. So unless great whites have gotten more aggressive in the last 10 years.
Well, maybe they're getting ornery again, since there hasn't been a good Jaws movie in a long time.
Well, yeah, when are they going to remake that movie?
They're supposed to be making, it's not really a remake, but they're supposed to be making a 4th one, and it has Dreyfuss in it, Richard Dreyfuss, and he comes back out of, like, retirement. And it's kind of the exact same story where the shark is terrorizing New England.
Interesting. Ethan, hello, and too cooly for schooly. What's going on? If anyone else came in, I'm checking. I missed anybody.
But they
also, hello again.
They started that production in like 2018, and I think it was supposed to like be released in 2020, but because of the whole COVID thing,
that one makes sense.
A lot of movies have been delayed because of it. Like the Spider-Man movie was supposed to be last year, and Ghostbusters was supposed to be 2 years ago.
It almost seems like the Marvel stuff got hurt the most with everything getting pushed back.
Well, it's because they make so much money per movie. They don't want to lose $500 million by putting it in half theaters.
Yeah.
I don't think it got hurt. They just held. And you know what? If you got the money, Just hold off until the things get back to normal.
Exactly. And Disney does not need the money that bad.
Yeah, so why rush anything? I'm sure that Spider-Man would have made more if, like, even places like Connecticut was showing movies, you know.
I feel like Spider-Man would have made more money if they did what people thought they were going to do with the movie and not what they did. Because there's a lot of stuff, like, apparently, I was watching something on YouTube. I meant to send it to you. Like, they've released a bunch of the unreleased stuff about, like, the alternate endings and crap to the movie. And one had the final, you know, thing be what everyone thought it was going to be versus what we got. I still haven't seen it yet, so I'm trying to not give away too much if people haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, I know that Nick from New Girl, you know, he was also in Jurassic Park. He was the voice of Peter Parker in the Nick Morales movies, but that's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
His voice is in one of those commercials. Or previews that I watched like 6 months ago, and he was not in the movie, and Nick Morales wasn't in the movie. And I wonder if they were going to try to add, the other Spider-Mans later.
Yeah. Steven, yeah, that is 100% right. The great whites are just checking to see if you're food. Most shark bites are exploratory bites. The problem with a great white is it's got such a big-ass bite radius that if it bites you in the leg and cuts a major artery, you're going to bleed out.
Steven, I'm mad at you.
Uh-oh.
And that's all I'm going to say.
You have angered the great and powerful Ed, Steven. What did you do?
Well, he got a better celebrity than me, and I don't even know who it was. That's all I'm going to say.
But yeah, Chris, the problem is 100% how the list is worded. That's why I was trying to change the words around, but it just keeps giving me like the same version of the list, just with a couple switched. Like I wanted to see like not based on deaths, but based on how often like they will go at you. But I've gotten the same list even using the word aggressive, so that would probably take more than 5 minutes.
Shark bites the most people. And it still says great white. There's no way that the great white bites the most people.
Like all these lists have them put at the top.
I think the problem is Google has gone to hell.
It kind of has, because it gives you like all the same answers no matter how you change up the wording now.
Well, you like if you want to find the website to a hotel, name a hotel near your house.
Marriott.
Okay, let's say I want to go to the Marriott in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me like 6 or 8 different ad people first.
Yep.
Before I can even find it. So I literally, you have to say, I want the phone number to the Marriott in Connecticut. And then you can say directions to there. But yeah, it's infuriating. I really hate how Google just seems like it's dumbing down and selling out.
Well, that's how they make their money, is with the ads. But it used to be like you had 2 or 3. Now it seems like the whole first page is almost ads.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And they try to trick you so you can't tell it's an ad.
Yeah.
It's like telemarketers.
So, has anybody in chat ordered from Wet Plants before?
No.
So, I saw an ad on Facebook. They were doing like a mystery plant thing for like a percentage off. So, I ordered a 10-pack of mystery plants, and I have no clue what I'm getting. It's literally labeled as mystery plants. So, it'll be interesting to see what comes in.
I like that. That's neat.
So I ordered some from them, and I ordered some from Dustin's Tanks. I figured I would do a video on it and be like, what did I get in the mail? I ordered mystery plants.
My local fish store, not Aquatic Aesthetics, but Fish Mania.
Mm-hmm.
You can have catched Fish Mania on Bob's pop-up stream earlier today. He was over there. They order all their plants from Dustin.
Boom. I had that one ready to go too.
I was surprised though that Dustin like supplies fish stores.
I mean, I guess it depends on how much he's got and if he, is able to.
Yeah, and he is, I guess. So that's awesome. Rob, he gets his from a farm in
Florida?
Yep.
I think that's where most people get them.
But Dustin, I think it's like in Pennsylvania or Ohio or somewhere.
That's a good. I'm not sure where he's from. Maybe Ohio, since he drove to Chicago.
Well, I think he drives everywhere because he takes all the stuff. Because he drove to Florida too.
Here is the page. So it just says Mystery Aquatic Plant Pack, and there's a 5-pack and a 10-pack, and it's just 5 assorted plants.
That looks like
$15. Well, it's just they just put a picture there to have a picture, but it's $15 for 5 assorted plants. So of course I went with the 10-pack for $30 because why not? So I have no clue what I'm getting. We'll find out when it comes in.
Wouldn't it be cool if you got like 8 different types of guppy grass?
Are there even 8 types of guppy grass?
I would imagine.
Steven, are there 8 types of guppy grass? And Dee Dee's saying that her local store in Kinston, North Carolina gets their plants from Dustin too.
Yeah.
So maybe he does supply to certain stores.
Well, what was I going to... Oh, guppy grass can be found all the way to Betta, all the way to the bottom of Florida. And I know not all of it can weather the winter, so there has to be different varieties of guppy grass.
That is wet plants. Like I've been seeing their stuff pop up a lot more on Facebook, and their prices seem reasonable. So I figured this is the best way to see what they got, and if I like their stuff. So we'll find out. Steven says he only knows of one type of guppy grass, so who knows?
I could pull some guppy grass out of a tank right now and show it to him and see if he knows what it is.
That's right. You only sent me Val. I don't think you sent me guppy grass.
You didn't ask for it.
True, I didn't. I think I still have some of Guppy Guru's growing.
I've got lots of it. I mean, literally, this tank I'm looking at that's filled with my endlers, it's a round circle tank. I wish it had a like a thing to put on top of it, like a glass lid, because every so often I find an endler out of the tank.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I think it happens so few times. Baby cat doesn't sit there and wait for him.
So I think you just found your next craft, Ed.
I took one class of plastics, like in junior high. And you need some really good tools to cut.
No, you just got to get a sheet of glass and some glass cutters and go to town.
Yeah, I've cut mosaic. I've done mosaic cutting, and cutting glass is hard. But I mean, like, you can get plastic, and if I had a bandsaw, I could cut maybe a perfect big circle and then buff it. But yeah.
So, the thing I like about the wet plants listing is everything is labeled, whereas I think the stuff from Dustin's isn't labeled when you get it, and they just give you I think Metalhead said they got a pamphlet of what they sell, and you kind of got to play the guess the plant game based on pictures. So it'll be nice to see the difference.
I don't know what they're talking about, but Dee Dee just said, Jenna, is Ed allowed to have Nico on his team?
Oh, they want to see you two have an actual craft off.
My cat and I?
You and Steven have a craft off live on stream.
Oh. It'd be interesting. But
yes,
yeah, Nico is kind of like my Chewbacca.
True.
He's going to live probably for 500 years, so I'm just kind of like his pet for a little while. Because
that's cool, Alishon. And Fish Tank, I will, of course, let you guys know how they are. Like I said, I'll probably bump something and make it a video. I just have to figure out what I'm bumping. Like I said, I have the whole year already planned, so I'm going to have to bump something to add it in there.
Why don't you just do 2 on one day?
Because it would just be easier to bump something till next year.
Yeah,
because then I have to come up with videos for next year too.
I'll just save it for next year.
Like, did I already pencil? I might have already penciled it in, actually. Just checking. I should have done this on the computer and not done an actual freaking thing. Well, I'm in May. I haven't seen if I penciled it in yet.
Yeah, I would love to have a jigsaw also. I don't have a jigsaw or a bandsaw.
Ruh-roh.
I have a table saw, a chop saw, a skill saw, a saw, and all the ones that you can push with your hand. And a Dremel.
Well, no, I would definitely let you guys know. Like, I'll do like a members only thing first.
Oh, speaking of members only, did you know there's going to be a mega members only stream tonight?
For who?
For all the people that are members of Rico Stand.
Oh, I did not know that.
It's going to be crazy.
Should be a fun time.
Are you going to be there?
I'd have to become a member first.
Oh.
I'm trying to, conserve money since I missed that
understand.
week and I'm still behind. So,
Well, I'm sorry that I got you all excited about something.
I could always become a member for a month and hang out, but I've given myself no free time with all these videos, so I have to try and not miss out on things still. Crystal, what's going on? Been trying to make it to more Crystal stuff too.
Yep. Crystal's awesome. Yeah. Oh, did you see Stephen P's new fish t-shirt?
I did not.
Oh, man, you're missing out all the good stuff.
I am. Also, Peplin Creek, what's going on? I need to get some more snails from y'all.
He had a t-shirt of these little fish that he's painted with the children's.
Mm-hmm.
And he had it all over, and it looked like pajamas.
Oh.
But now he's consolidating and making them look like a fish reef.
Okay.
Like a holiday reef of fish.
Cool. Aquatic Nest, hello.
But he doesn't have his symbol on it, and I think he should have his really cool symbol on there.
He should.
Jimmy P! Oh, darn it, it moved. It said something about 40 plus.
Ed, 40 plus years, over 40 plus years, I have every tool ever made come to my house.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, and we used to live in the same town at the same time.
That is creepy and cool at the same time.
Yeah. At that time, I probably only had a table saw. I don't think I had my chop saw. But yeah, now we live on two different sides of the world. Or
nice.
On the continent. No, that's not nice.
Well, I was reading something else, my bad.
Oh, okay.
I was reading Jeremy's thing. It says, power tools always make me think of Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yep.
Eric Wyrock, what's going on, my guy? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I have Monday off, so if you're an early riser, I'll be on the Aquatic Morning Show on Monday.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And if you're in, the Louisiana area, I'm pretty sure there's an event called Aquafest happening tomorrow / tonight, maybe? I don't know if there's anything tonight. Steven, is there anything tonight for Aquafest? Or is it all just tomorrow and Sunday?
When does Steven go there?
I think he said he might do both days, or him and Jen are just gonna go Sunday. I can't remember.
Well, that's cool. That would have been the best part. If I would have been able to make it, I could have met Steven.
Nothing tonight. Okay. I didn't know if any group of people were getting together or anything.
It would have also been cool to have met Jess.
Yes, that would have been cool. God, all these people talking about events makes me want to have one up here.
Well, next month I'll be doing an event in Florida.
What's that event called, Ed?
And one in Kentucky next month. So you could go to either one if you like. I'm going to Aquashella in Florida. I think it's at the end of the month. I hope it's at the end of the month because we have not done much planning at all for it. Because normally we do every Tuesday, we have a meeting that lasts 2 to 3 hours. And maybe it's just we have exhausted every topic, from last year. But after the last Aquashella, Rob from Flips Aquatics, he's kind of the ringleader.
Right.
And
But he had a baby, right?
he had a baby and his busiest time of the year, Black Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we were going to do one last week, but I think everybody was sick. So this week, or this coming Tuesday, we should be having one.
Okay.
But I have been looking at the stuff that Carrie's been setting up, and it looks amazing. So she's like getting all excited and set up for us. So Science Gal is always working and doing stuff.
Yep.
And she's from Missouri.
She is?
Yeah. So
welcome back again, Skipper. That's like your time number 3 coming back.
And then I'm also going to be in Kentucky at Select Pets Fish Shop, or not Fish Shop, Fish Club on the 19th. And James and I are going to do a huge talk.
Fun.
I'm not for sure what we're going to talk about. Maybe geophagus.
Okay.
Fish. But we'll ask him what he'd like us to talk about. And
Tank Dad is also from Missouri, Arnold, Missouri.
Yeah, I used to go to the movies in Arnold because if you go, I would always go on Sunday night to the Arnold Theater because nobody showed up. I'd have theaters always to myself. Well, my buddy Joe would go with me. We saw like Pitch Black, the first Riddick movie there.
That was a good movie.
I saw the first Harry Potter movie there on a date with Chris. What was her? Not Christine.
So was this date bad, and that's why you don't like Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't really. That wasn't bad, but she turned out to be bad.
Ah.
She was a school teacher.
Uh-oh.
Kristen. That was her name. Kristen.
You dated Kristen Wiig?
No, she'd have been fun. This girl was just a snob.
Oh, okay. I have to feed the fish under my desk right quick.
I do go to movies quite a bit by myself, DD. I have no problem going because then nobody can bother me.
That is very true.
Yep. I also pulled my sciatic nerve like in my early 20s at the theater in Arnold. I had time to burn before the movie, so I was going to play arcade games, and I put $1 in the machine, the quarter machine, and 3 quarters came out, and I was like, son of a, and I grabbed it, and I felt a pop in my back when I grabbed the 3 quarters, and when I looked, 2 of the quarters were just perfectly on top of each other, so all 4 were there. But my back, I couldn't even stand up afterwards. It was like 2 hours later. Man, and that was over Easter. Excuse me, Easter. I just laid on the floor the whole time.
Do you remember the old Warnerburg Theater or Warrenburg?
Warenberg Theaters. I used to work for Warenberg.
Oh, so you must remember the theme song.
Yeah, they actually had 2. The first one was Warenberg Theaters. There was 27 das. And as soon as we learned how to sing it, they changed it. And then it was just Warenberg Theaters. Yeah. And then they got sold to Marcus, which is a smaller movie theater company. But I think maybe the parents that ran it, or the grandparents that ran it, died, and they just wanted the money. They have theaters throughout the St. Louis area, metropolitan area, a few in other places in Missouri, and in Arizona around Phoenix, all over Phoenix area. Really weird. and now they're not even there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, our theater's only changed hands once. It was a bow tie, or no, it was a crown marquee, and now it's a bow tie.
Never heard of either one of those.
And then they added like a cool, like sci-fi-esque intro before all the movies when bow tie took over. It's almost like you're going through the Death Star in episode 4.
Oh, neat.
Kind of looks like that, but it's like different movie things fly into the screen. It was fun. We have one IMAX in the state, and it's at the aquarium, not even at a movie theater.
Our aquarium has an IMAX. But we have a couple of IMAXs here in this city.
You guys got all the cool stuff down there. We have nothing fun up here.
So weird. But the movie theaters when I first moved here were Carmichael.
Never heard of them.
Well, they sold out like 2 months after I moved here and turned to AMC's.
Okay.
Which was a huge upgrade. But the Carmichaels were really weird because they all have balconies where they pop their popcorn. And they have these tubes where they would have their kids pouring popcorn down into the popcorn back things to sell people.
Oh.
And I mean, what a waste of 2 employees.
Is IMAX in Hartford now too tanked? Okay.
But they had it hooked up. So at the top, they had the popcorn smell blowing into all the theaters.
That's smart.
Yeah. So, but Warenberg just cut that stuff out.
Yeah,
or not Warenberg, but AMC just said
you can tell how often I go to the movies, Tank, because I didn't even know we have it in Hartford. So Hartford's a little far away. So I'm from Trumbull, and we had the movie theater there, and now I'm in Ansonia, so it's either Milford or Trumbull for me. I don't really go much further for movies. Hello, Terry. How's it going, Mr. Terry Tropical Tanks?
Hi, Terry.
I hope you had a good day at your job.
Yes. That'd be cool.
And apparently AMC is owned by a Kansas company.
Ah, I had no idea.
Did the Chiefs play last weekend?
They did.
I think I saw that game on our TV.
Oh,
I was walking by and I'm like, hey, that looks like the initials of that team that Ed likes.
KC. Yep. Well, and they play Pittsburgh on Sunday night at 8:30 Eastern.
Now is the fantasy football leagues over?
Yes.
What were the results?
I think Kenny played Rico in the playoffs, and Kenny won.
Oh.
And let me see. I didn't even log on the last week because my team was so bad this year. Normally I'm pretty good at football, but this year the Chiefs really threw me off, and then I had lots of injuries.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm going to go to my Ed Nuga team and see.
That is also correct, TD. It's about $50 for 2 people to go to the movie theaters these days.
Well, if you go on Tuesday, it's a lot cheaper. But I played John McKenzie and beat him 51-42. I was 9-7 in this league, so that's at least a winning record. But let's see who's the champ. That's the Devil Dogs over Rico. Okay. So that the Devil Dogs is Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's see how my Chattanooga Ed team did. I had to change. Oh my gosh. Rico played me the last week of the season. He beat me 44-154.
Wow.
But I had 3 guys on the IR, and my quarterback didn't play because he was hurt. So I had 4 injured players and only had 4 players play. So, but like I said, I just didn't care. But I really should have, because just in case I would have made Rico win it all, I would have felt bad. Oh my gosh, Danikin won that one.
He won both?
Yeah. So Kenny is the man to beat next year.
Ooh.
Let's see. Jimmy P, he was like in first place in one of these leagues up until the very end. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Go to league.
We've gone to the one in the Milford Mall, Alshon. Only once, though, have I gone there with buddies.
Jimmy P ended up, he had the same record as Kenny, 11-5, but he finished 4th.
Oof.
In the league. I finished 5th. John McKenzie finished 6th. S, 3rd. Valkyrie, that ended up 7th. And Dank Tanks was in 8th.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we had a 9th and a 10th place team or not, but
Who be texting me?
it was a fun season, but a weird season.
Well, I'm glad you managed to get enough people for 2 leagues. I remember you were having issues getting enough for 1 at one point.
Yeah, well, we had enough for all the people that were coming back.
Okay.
So we had 10 people, but I had like people that wanted to play. And I just, instead of having 14 people in one league, I started a whole new league. So, and Kenny and I both enjoy doing videos. So that's why Kenny and I were in both leagues.
Okay.
And I guess Rico was too. I didn't realize Rico was in both. But Jimmy P said he'd play in both. But see, I didn't need anybody for the returning league. I needed them for the new league.
Okay.
So we were just filling up spots on the new league. But hopefully next year we get a couple more people for the new league because it'll be a second-year league.
Cool.
Maybe you'll join.
We'll see. If you need people to fill spots, I will.
You're such a good sport.
What is the next fantasy sport that you're gonna run, Ed?
Baseball.
Oh, there's nothing in between baseball and football.
Well, it could have been hockey or basketball, but they all overlap. So baseball and football really don't overlap. So that's what's nice about it.
Oh, okay.
If you do all the leagues, and you're always going to be playing it more than multiple teams. But let's see. I'm going to go to baseball, and we'll see who played last year and see if they want to play again.
Good idea.
I was the Battling Bishers that year. And I won the league, I think. I did. I beat Dan's quality team 11-9. So I barely beat him.
I was gasping at the fact that PetSmart has these.
Wait.
It's a Merry Fishmas Cling. So you know those static cling things you put on your windows for the different holidays? It's one of those plastic stickers that'll stick to glass.
You put it on your fish tank?
I guess you could put it on anything. I think it's a to from sticker, though.
Huh.
So you could get this as a gift for someone that likes fishy stuff. I didn't even know they made these. I was looking for backgrounds. The more you know. Ricky DeHoyo says, please include me in the baseball, Ed, please.
Oh, awesome, Ricky. You bet. Well, I'll figure out. Remind me when we get to, I'll be talking about baseball it'll probably be after the Super Bowl, and we'll start talking about it.
Good plan.
Just ask to play, Ricky, and we'll get you in. Baseball is the one sport you can have 1 million players play because there's one of every position on all 32 teams or 30 teams. So it's easy.
Just don't somehow end up doing what I did.
Poor.
I'm just gonna let it auto pick players if I do it again because I sat there and made a thing and I was like, okay, I have people in every role, and then something must have happened when I hit save and it just screwed me over.
Well, I think what happened was it gives you options to look at best overall player, then it has best first base, second base, third, all the positions. Somehow Lefty accidentally hit the position instead of overall, and he ended up doing the best catchers. So Lefty had all the good catchers. I mean, I think you had like 8 or 9 catchers on your team.
Something like that.
The bad thing is catchers are the worst offensive player on the team because their knees are so sore from bending over the whole time. And poor Lefty. Oh man. I'm sorry, Betty, that happened to you.
It's okay.
I mean, it would have been much better if it would have been the best first baseman or best
Yeah.
outfielders, because they're like 5 times better at offense than catchers. Oh gosh. But yeah.
It happens.
Yep. You should name your team like Lefty's catchers for next year.
Maybe if it happens again, I'll have to.
Well, I'll try to pay attention and see.
I still don't even know how it happened, because I thought I picked somebody for all the positions, and then it was like, nah, just kidding. You got all these people.
All the ones with a C. Maybe you thought C meant captain.
I just remember
every team's captain.
I remember going through each position individually and picking like 2 or 3 people. So unless the people I picked got taken, and then because I had nobody extra, it was just like, oh, we're just gonna throw these random people on his roster. I don't know.
Well, you see, normally everybody waits till catchers till the end because they're the worst hitters, and maybe it went to the catchers list because everybody was waiting.
Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, I felt really bad for him.
I didn't even notice. I just kind of made the team and was like, okay, I'm done. It's out of my hands now.
Third base, maybe, or something. Just any base. I'm trying to think. Don't get second baseman either. They're normally pretty hitters, but pretty bad hitters. So, oh well. I was so lucky at baseball for the longest time, and then one of my pitchers beat up his girlfriend.
Ooh.
And got suspended for the rest of the year. And then my other one got hurt. But I managed to still pull out a win at the very end and win.
Good on you.
Yep. But yeah, I wish I could like talk to these guys that I draft and say, beat up your wife next year or your girlfriend or
just never. Just don't ever beat up people.
Yeah, don't kick people when they're laying on the ground. That's what happened to my running back a couple years ago for Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
They were visiting Cleveland, and a drunk woman slapped him in the elevator because she was mad that the Chiefs won. And they were cussing at each other and everything. And when the elevator opened, it's all on video because they have videos in elevators and in the lobby.
Right.
He pushed the boyfriend into the girlfriend, and she fell down. And she's like kneeling on the ground. She's still cussing at him. See, he walks up to her, and he puts his foot like this and pushes her over.
Oh.
But reality
TMZ?
Yeah, TMZ made it look like he was pulling his leg like he was going to punt her.
Oh.
And they stopped it because he was pulled his leg back, but then he stopped it, put it on her shoulder and shoved her with his foot.
Right.
But how they made it, they made it look like he was about to kick her super hard.
Oh.
And then they paused it right before he actually touched her.
Of course.
With the trick photography type stuff. But he got kicked off the Chiefs. And then guess what team he signs with? Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
The one where the lady cussed him out and everything else.
I wasn't going to say Cleveland, chat.
Makes me mad. Sorry, we're talking sports, guys. We never talk sports. What's going on?
I am such a big fan of sports. We should talk about sports more.
I know, but it will drive all the girls away. Is Patty even still here? She's like, oh,
Patty probably knows more about sports than I do. Also, hello everyone that came in while we were chatting. I see Garden of Eder there. Who else came in? I missed anybody.
Could you do me a favor?
What's up?
Could you pull up an image of what an arrowhead puffer looks like?
Sure.
My local fish store, Aquatic. No, Ethan's place.
Fishmania?
Yeah, Fishmania. Thank you. He had one, and I was going to go check it out and he sold it before he could. But I thought it'd be cool if I had a puffer or a arrowhead in my fish room. Oh, look, they have like a V on them.
Oh, I think it's full. Oh, this one. Oh, too small again.
That's cool. Well, you see, I wanted to name it Derek for Derek Thomas.
Oh,
or I could name it Mahomie or something. But with that V, I want to name him Winston. Or Winston Churchill that did.
I feel like I've seen these under a different name before. There's Patty. She said, I'm kind of here.
Patty, you're the world's greatest.
Jenna, what the heck is the SEC?
Southern something conference. Southeast Conference, I think. It's the Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, Florida, Georgia, Texas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma now.
Not a clue because I know none of those teams. Also, Stephen, yes, 100% sports ball. That would be my answer.
It's college football and basketball.
I don't know.
Now, I don't.
So I was gonna say they look like dragon puffers almost.
They do kind of have a hump. Oh, they're littler though. You should never do that unless it's dead.
Yeah.
I would want one with a really dark V on it. I hope they're not an ambush predator, kind of like a dragon puffer, because it'd be like, man, how do I keep getting all these ambush puffers?
Let's see, what does this say? Freshwater puffer. Yeah, I thought I saw something that said ambush predator. It is an ambush predator.
Oh, man.
They hide in the substrate and ambush.
Oh, well, that's what I really want is a fish that buries itself.
Yep, they done bury themselves.
See, my dragon puffer never did that.
I'm thinking about getting pea puffers. I don't know yet, though.
Yeah, I've been thinking about pea puffers for a long time. They're so cool. But I really like Amazons, too.
I was going to get an Amazon, but then Steven and I both saw they have to be kept in groups.
And that's awesome.
It is, but that requires a bigger tank than I have available. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with this 30-gallon that I have now.
My 200 would be so cool for Amazon puffers.
Well, that would be cool.
But I couldn't do that to the fish.
Yes, they are killer potatoes, Bex. That's 100% accurate description. Killer potatoes.
Well, my dragon puffer's name was Sweet Potato.
Oh.
I made a short with her just like 2 weeks ago, and it hardly got any views.
Oh, no.
Because I really assumed it would do well.
So, yeah, if I was going to get pea puffers at water, I was going to get them from Aquahuna, and they sell them in groups, thankfully. So, where is it? Where is Aquahuna? Where art thou? I'm assuming they're in here. Yeah, so Aquahuna sells them in 6-packs, so I was going to get one of those. But they're certainly sold out, so. I remember that one.
Yeah, she was a good girl. She was really huge, though. She was like an inch longer than they're supposed to be. She was like almost a foot long. She was a big fatty. She loved to eat. Boy, she'd eat probably 7 or 8 of these krill a day.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, she would eat bloodworms, too.
Oh.
A little hog. She liked it. I miss her. And she just died so suddenly. It was unbelievable.
Do you know how old she was?
No, Dan got these. He was ordering red-eye puffers, which are
Mhm.
much, much smaller. And they sent him like 50 dragon puffers.
Oh, I remember that now.
And he was selling the dragon puffers for like $50 a piece, and they're normally like 200 a piece because they're.
Mhm.
And so I decided I'm just going to do it. It'll be my
Jenny
only
Lynn, hello.
opportunity. Well, he said, Ed, I'm picking the biggest one for you. And she came, and she was at 11 inches when I got her, and then she grew about another inch. And I think 11 inches was what they said. I think they said they grow like 9 to 11. But it was a foot. So it was like that big of a dragon. She was so huge. So, but she was caught in the wild, so maybe she was already
Maybe.
You know, normally people try to get little fish and they grow them. But she was happy for about a year, and then one day she blew up and died.
Oh. Audra said that is how I. Oh, that's a Shannon different dragon too. Okay. Someone said snails. I love snails, so I actually already have snails in all my tanks, and they're ram's horns, so they breed like crazy. Here you go. You can see the ram's horns. Look at all those beautiful snails.
Dragon puffers suck the snails out of the shell. They don't actually bite the shells.
Oh.
I thought it was eating them and just pooping them, a full shell out that was empty. But Dank Tanks, I was watching his stream on them, and they were actually pulling them, just sucking them out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but they have like sharp teeth.
I had a beta fish do that.
Huh.
I gave him some ram horns companions, and he proceeded to peck the innards out of them. So needless to say, he never got another tank mate.
Well, I have the most aggressive little guy in the world.
Oh.
Betta. Amber from Big City Betta sent him to me for free. He's the sweetest little guy. But every time he sees a snail in the glass, he runs and knocks it off. He doesn't kill him. He just knocks him off. So he's the
He don't want nothing on his glass.
But I had Kabumba in there, and he pulled each individual leaf off. So it was just a bunch of sticks.
That is a weird fish.
And I put some other plant in there, and he killed it. So now I've just put Val. And I put Dwarf Val, so it's only like that tall, but it's all along the bottom, and he doesn't mess with it.
Well, that's good.
So, yeah, his name's Big City.
You're good, Bex. Don't worry about it.
He's
Work away.
I think he's a calico placotte.
Okay, that's cool.
If that makes sense. But
that
he's
makes
really
100% sense.
He's mostly white and red spots.
Okay.
But his finnage kind of turns blue. It's like a pastel blue, and I don't know. It looks weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I think he's fast. He's built like a racehorse, you know. He's just like, he looks fast.
Okay.
His fins are all tight, you know, and instead of big and flowy.
Oh.
I have 3 bettas. I also have a giant betta, and he's about this big. He's actually in the smallest tank, which is a shame. He's in a 5-gallon that I raise fry in, but I don't raise, of course, fry with him.
Right.
But
free food for him.
Yeah. And then I have a little pastel. Well, it's not really a little, but a fancy pastel one with big. With big fins. And it's in a 15-gallon cube with black tetras.
Ooh, Levi says he's getting a Fahaka.
Oh, no.
I was looking at this.
That's awesome.
Dan had on his site, I was looking at getting one, and then it disappeared. So I was like, oh, I guess I didn't need it.
Was it on Dan's or somebody selling it?
It was on Dan's. I feel like he'd probably be like the only person I would trust buying one from online. Any kind of puffer besides pea puffers.
Well, he when I pulled that dragon puffer out of its box, I had no idea it was coming that day. I thought it was coming on Thursday.
Oh.
And I was interviewing Rob from Flips Aquatics, and he was supposed to send me a box of shrimp, and I was supposed to open it up on camera. So I got it. We started the show, and I open it, and he says, "I don't think I sent the shrimp yet." And I was like, "What?" And I open it, and there's a puffer in there, and it's a big ass puffer from Dan, and he had I think it was triple bagged in super thick plastic bags, and it said in big letters, "Watch your fingers, I bite." And because they had razor teeth, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got her in her cage and did that, or in her, not her cage, in her tank. But the tank, I had set it up, you know, but normally I like to season tanks for like 2 or 3 weeks. This one, I figured I set it up the week before and I would have until Thursday. But I had put a molly in there to make sure that the water was good. And I dropped her in there and I left the room and went, oh my gosh, there's a molly in that room. And I ran in there and there was no more molly.
Uh-oh.
That fish, that puffer ate that molly so fast. It was unbelievable.
Ruh-roh.
It must have been like spaghetti.
You know, I want to breed mollies. I feel like they'd be more fun than guppies for me.
I think swordtails are the best.
I had my mollies accidentally breed in my community tank, and I was like, oh, hey, I have these random fry. What are they? But yeah, I wanted to like do a summer tub of just mollies, get a whole bunch of different kinds, throw them in a tub, and let them go wild.
Well, female mollies can be a lot meaner than female guppies, at least in my experience. Like, I've seen them like rip the boy's got a pony him off, and then he just lays on the bottom of the tank and dies slowly.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Yeah, but I mean, they stop bothering her.
Let's see. I just gotta see. Hello, Wes. It says, how do I control Nerite snail eggs? They're in with cardinals and cherry shrimp. Is there a fish or something that will eat the snail eggs? So the good thing about Nerite snail eggs is they actually won't hatch in fresh water. Nerite snail eggs need brackish water. Some fish will, go up and nibble on them, but it's really just an aesthetic thing. So if you don't mind the eggs on things, you don't really have to worry because they won't hatch unless you put them in brackish water. The only other way is to just manually remove them. Yes, I've not noticed my mollies pecked at them at one point, but other than that, I've not seen a fish peck at them. But you got anything, Ed?
Nope, that sounded good.
Okay.
Unless he has other snails in there that might be making egg sacs too.
Well, the Nerite ones they lay them. They look like little white polka dots.
Oh, I've never had Nerites.
Yeah. So like the ram's horns and the bladder snails lay like little tiny clutches like a mystery snail.
Like a but it's
gel. Like a gel. It's like a translucent jelly. And then the mystery snail clutch, you could actually see it. So, but yeah, Nerite snails, it looks like someone took like a thin white paintbrush and just put dots on your driftwood and your glass.
Oh, that's pretty. Well, get some shrimp and they'll slowly eat them when they die. When the egg dies,
like I haven't noticed them disappear, so I don't know if they just die and then it just kind of sits there. Steven's right; it looks like sesame seeds. But yeah, they won't hatch unless you have brackish water. So if you don't mind them sitting there, I mean, I don't know what the cardinals probably won't touch them, but yeah, if you have an algae scraper or something, you just keep going to town on that. That should deal with it fine. Like they won't hatch. So
I have an Anubias that's getting so big, it's pushing the lid open on the tank.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, it's now I walked into the fish room today and there were 2 leaves out of the tank. Like it's lifted the lid. There was 1. Now there's 2. That's in my Goodyear tank.
I have one that's getting pretty big. If I don't keep the 5-gallon fully filled with water, it'll breach the water.
It's about it's in a 20 long, so it's not very deep. But I mean, this thing's like a bush like this. It's awesome. I'm gonna put it in a 40 breeder. But I'm gonna move the Goodyears to the 40 breeder.
That's one of the cool things about Anubias. It's an easy plant, but once it starts growing, they get bigger than people expect them to.
I love it.
I do too. That's why it's one of my favorite plants.
I like how they're thick. except for in the Beischer tank where they just break the leaves off because they like to sit on them.
Let's see. Wes said, not yet. I want some turbo type snail to clean up extra food. Any specific type that would be better? I mean, if you're looking for something that won't breed crazily, I would say Nerites. They come in a bunch of different kinds. They actually have one that's bred to be like a red snail with a tire track on it. They've got the spiky ones. They've got dotted ones. There's all different kinds of Nerites. You can find them online easy enough to buy. I would say if you're worried about a snail population, go the Nerite route. They'll help clean your glass. They'll eat extra food. If you're not worried about overpopulation, mystery snails or ram's horns. And my YouTube just closed my chat. Is my internet dying? What? That was weird.
Uh-oh.
I'm back, but that was weird.
Well, we have 3 minutes before cold water starts, just to throw that out there.
Yes. Chris just said, make sure that you get sailfin mollies and not lyre-tail mollies, as lyre-tail males can't reproduce. So yeah, I had 2 lyre-tails and then 2 regular mollies, and now I have just lyre-tails. So I don't know who did what.
No, I've never heard that.
I haven't either.
Are you sure it's not ribbon tails? Because all my lyre tails, all I have is male lyre tails. I don't have any. All my yellows are lyre tails. I've had them for a couple of years. I've had lots and lots of babies.
But yeah, Chris, my plan was, so at one point, Live Fish Direct had like 30 mollies in stock, and they were selling them for cheap. So I was just going to buy all of them, throw them in a tub outside for the summer, and let them have at it and see what they did. And it was a mix. It wasn't all the same. So that would have been that experiment right there. Let's see.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Steven's saying that the horned Nerites are better for eating algae. I've not noticed a difference in the different kinds. Let me see if this dude still has them, and I can show you the different kinds real quick before we have to end it. Snails and Shrimp. Since I do have an affiliate code with these guys, if anyone wanted to get anything from them. Well, not affiliate, but a discount code. So I'm going to put Edna in the bottom. Woot! So this is Manzanita dash Driftwood. They've got the zebra one here.
I like the Hercules at the very top. The Hercules rabbit snail.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, the same one right next to it.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Are they called Hercules rabbit snails?
He's got them yellow rabbit and orange rabbit. So you got the zebra Nerites here. You got tricolored horned ones. These were the racing ones here. They're called tigers. You got the sun horns. You got the other horn Nerites. The Bactic ones. I've had the tiger ones. They're cool. And then the red. Oh, here's the red racer ones. The only problem is they're a slightly rarer one, so they're a little more expensive.
Hercules reproduce super slow.
But I thought these were super cool looking Nerite.
They are. They are cool.
These I would want to breed. Like, I would set up a tank just for them to breed.
I have devil thorns also, and they're pretty neat. I've only seen a couple of babies from them, so they must be slow. That's
the website. I just put it in chat. I've ordered from them before. I've gotten fish and snails from them and driftwood, and I believe it should still be active. If you use code Lefty10, you get 10% off your order.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
And it should be in the description of all my videos, so if you need to look at it and reference it, there you go. Also, it is 6 p.m., which means cold water is going. So if Ahmad could throw his link in the chat, that'd be awesome. And that means you, Stephen P, or Dee Dee. And are you getting James streaming tomorrow, Ed?
I don't think so. And I think Rico is trying to find one of our spotlight people to go.
Okay. So keep an eye out on yours. Those are on your channel now, right?
Yep. If we can't find a spotlight person, then we're going. Maybe we'll just take the night off. I don't know what we'll do.
Or we could maybe try and play Gloomhaven tomorrow. Maybe
that would be wonderful. Or Sunday.
Or Sunday, yeah, since I have off Monday. But yeah, head on over to Coldwater. Thank you, Ed, for hanging out. Thank you, mods, for doing things. Thank you, chatters, for being chatters. And if y'all have been living under a rock, I've been posting a video a day so far for 2 weeks, and it's going pretty good. So make sure you definitely check those out. And if you're a member, vote in the poll that was posted so you can pick the order for this coming week's videos. And until then, I will see y'all later. You get to see the new intro, the outro, Ed. You ready?
Yep, and Nico's about